Hi Pamela, thank you so much for the video. Let's have a look and see how you're going with week 3. So this is a pretty good start. So you're sending out to this jump here and then you're pulling him through the gap. Now he doesn't have any trouble coming through the gap here simply because he is quite handler focused. So this start works quite nicely for him. And your step to the takeoff point here was good, just to send him out to jump number 2. And I think the double lap turn is looking okay here. So you had trouble in lesson 1 with this double lap turn that I just reviewed. And so this is the correct position to start in. You want to be moving backwards as much as you can so that you're drawing him to you. And then you can turn him away. And so you can see you're turning away already, and he's not even sort of near the jump. So this is why you want to hold your position moving backwards until he's ready to turn. And so that's why it sort of slows him down here a little bit. He does a really nice job of committing to that jump, but just think of it in terms of you need to wait for him to come sort of towards you a bit more before you turn away and turn your chest that way. Really nice time on the reverse spin, and in he goes to tunnel. So very nice. Good timing on that step out. Again, you're pulling through the gap. Oh. So this is what happens if you turn out too early. So see how you're pulling through, but then you start to turn your chest already. So you're doing the handling for when you're ready for it and not necessarily when he needs it. And so this is why you need to keep the connection happening so you can see him commit and then you can cue the turn. So he is not yet committed to coming through the gap here. And so you need to commit him to coming to your hand first before you turn him away into this double lap turn. And so as soon as you turn your chest that way, he's going to go over the front of that jump. So he did the exact right thing. Good boy. Good push. And he was speeding up there. And so we do need to work on your double lap turn technique. So it gets a little bit lost in the translation here a little bit. So when you start to turn your chest that early, it really does throw out the double lap turn. And so we can definitely improve that. So I'd suggest just going back and having a look at the double lap turn video, or have a look at the one that I posted in the thread in lesson 1 on how to do the double lap turn, and have a look at my body position to do it. That was very nice. So you pushed him wide and then went and got into your force front cross position and then into that. That was lovely. Very nicely done. He's actually running really nice and fast here at the moment. Very good. Your timing on all of these was really good. So you should be super happy with those. This is the twist. Good. Okay, so the twist worked out pretty well for you. The send to the backside is really nicely timed. You're turning your chest and you're moving through. So I think that is pretty good. And you can see there, just doing that little bit of a V-set and chest turn is all you need for him on this jump, because he's not the sort of dog that's going to land really wide out here. And so you probably don't need to do the reverse spin on these. It's always good to practice it, but I don't think you necessarily need it in terms of your handling choices. Good job getting him ready. Send. Okay, so this twist is working pretty well for you. My biggest tip would be, after you send there and you turn your chest here, try to make your steps more backwards this way rather than sort of continue down this line, because that will help him come nice and tight through the gap, and then you can turn out. So while it's working really nicely, that was the only thing that I would tweak there if you get the chance. He's sending out to that jump really nicely. Oh, very good. So here you can see you send out to jump number 2, and then you start moving, and so he knows that he's coming this way with you. You turn towards him, get him to commit, and then you send him forward. That was really nicely done. Well done. So he really likes those force front crosses. So it's definitely a technique to have in your armory. Good. Okay, so here you can see, let's see when you take that step. You took the step before he could probably see you do it. And so in order for this step to have the effect of pushing him out there, it needs to happen when he can see it. So I think he's about here. And so he can't really see you take that step, which is why when he comes out, he comes towards you. And then when you step again, or like push again with your hand, he kicks out. So just make sure the timing of the step to jump number 2 happens when he can see you at the entrance of the tunnel. Again, really nice start on that force front cross. And this is the sort of position I want you in to do this double lap turn. That position there. Not necessarily backing up this way, but backing this way. And then you can turn him away. But he's doing those those force front crosses really, really nicely. Well done. Good with the human arrow. Ooh, okay, let's have a look. So I think you could start moving now and start moving away. Just so that you're a bit further in front before he lands. Then you send him to the backside, but remember you want to be sending with this leg, not the inside leg, because that will help sort of that momentum forward send. And then you sort of start to move without really helping him stay committed. So if we're going to move early, we need to help him stay committed. So I want you to think about first sending with the dog side leg, and you might have been blocking this wing a little bit for him, so he can't, maybe not seeing it until a bit too late. Sending with this leg and getting this other hand, your left hand, up over the bar so you can help him commit to that jump while you start to move away. And then as you start to move away, I want you to be looking and turning your chest towards the landing spot. And that will help. See how your chest is still facing forward? And you want your hand down here a little bit, shaking it to get his attention. And then I want you to look at his landing while you move forward so that he doesn't do that pull off. You want to move. Good. Good. And again, I don't think you need the reverse spin there because he's actually doing it really nicely. Send. Those reverse wraps are looking really good. Awesome. There you go. Not sure if that was supposed to be. The force front cross Yarko. So he's doing those really nicely as well. And so there's some really good stuff happening here, guys. Well done. So the only one I really want, that was the double lap turn. So there you go. That was better. So you're committing him to coming into you. You're moving backwards and then you're turning him at the appropriate time. So that is what I want you to see and what it should look like. So this is the one that I want you to study again because you got your body language right. You got your body position right. Your chest, your feet, your hands were all doing the correct things there. So that one was perfect. So go back and have a look at this one when you're thinking about doing the double lap turn because that's what it's supposed to look like. Well done, guys. Big clap to you. So well done. There's some really nice work in there and some big improvements. So I think you're doing a lovely job. The double lap turn was really the only one that we really need to fix. And when you look at the last one on here, that's what I want it to look like. So go back and study that. And if you want to send some more double lap turns in, that would be awesome. Thanks, guys.